You are about to witness the power of toy knowledge. Where are my figures at? Straight out of Poland, it's my homeboy Rick, classy action figure seller with a 6-inch dick, the bruiser, in his stonking collection of action figs that he sticks in his ring. Takes solicited pics for like button clicks, everything that drips out his lips is a statistic. Yeah, he's the kind of dude can tell you who threw who out of Rumble 92. Need to know a bit more? Then check out his stories, putting figures in a box daily. And for this little rap, he didn't even pay me. So also on the show is Martin.
Hello. Something strange going on. Something's wrong. Gloom in the room. Outside is the storm. Welcome to 7 Figs a Month. And this week, we're here to discuss the things that go bump in the night. They walk through the walls with no time to stall. You call the Ghostbusters. Well, that's who you call. I'm Rick from Action Figure Seller. He's Marty, the Jersey Retro Toy Hunter. And we've been action figure cellaring and Jersey Retro Toy hunting all week. And now we're here for you, the listeners. You look confused, Marty. I wasn't having a stroke.
No, I just didn't know if you're doing Vanilla Ice again.
No Vanilla Ice. But you know me, I care a lot about our female listenership. And you know ladies love old school hip hop. So those were lyrics from the 1989 track Ghostbusters by Run DMC.
Ah, there you go. It's Run DMC one. I was listening and going, this is not the Ghostbusters. What are you saying? You should remember what ladies really saying is stop.
Oh, right, stop.
Stop.
Hold on, I'll do a live check for the listeners because I reckon, as I say, they love hip hop. And I reckon
You're going to do a Google search. Do the ladies love hip hop?
Oh, no. Everyone knows they do.
Okay.
I'm going to check our Spotify analytics to see if our female listenership has grown since they've heard some old school hip hop lyrics.
The ladies will be using their own accounts to listen to us now rather than their boyfriends listening to their accounts.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Audience, here we go. Oh, female listenership has gone down according to this, which would make sense, I suppose, because all the women that live with me hate me, so I've got no idea what women like at all, to be honest. We'll keep at the hip hop though, won't we?
Yeah, just keep throwing it out there and see what sticks, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a lady, so that's probably why when you say it, I don't just start dripping.
That's it.
You haven't slimed me, mate.
That's it. I'm keen to grow this female listenership though, because I think we can sell calendars next year.
Oh, that'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be good if you have a calendar that also plays music every month, like for the whole month.
Okay.
Like,
what old school hip hop?
No, I was thinking Callum Graham.
Oh yes,
You could do tracks for the calendar. And it doesn't stop throughout the whole month. It just quietly plays all the time.
That's true. New school hip hop.
Whilst we have pictures ourselves holding toys in front of our genitalia or something like that.
Yeah, tiny toys.
I can hold like one of these Stay Puft Marshmallow Men.
That's it. If you haven't listened to Callum Graham's outro album yet, all the music he did for 7 Figs a Month, you should go and do that. That's on all reputable streaming platforms.
A good way to spend your day, if you've already listened to the podcast this week, is just to put that on a loop. That's what I've been doing.
He's launched a Etsy store as well, selling some...
I thought you were about to say OnlyFans.
He's launched an OnlyFans, and he's got a calendar coming out next year. No, he's launched an Etsy store selling some merch. I picked up a mug. I've got a mug coming down.
Oh, you got a mug. I've got a T-shirt coming down.
So I'm going to have something to put my energy drinks in.
Well, say, do you drink hot drinks? Are you a coffee man?
I am a coffee man these days.
Yeah?
Getting on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm trying to... I love vanilla milk. Makes it really sweet.
It's like an energy drink. Good. 5 sugars and vanilla milk, please, because I'm a child.
Half a cup of taurine in it. Anything... What updates, right? Updates. I apologise because the last 2 episodes, the ECW One Night Stand and the Spawn, we didn't mention that ladies were missing.
That's why the viewership's gone down, mate.
We need to keep them updated.
Yeah.
They don't exist.
They're not even talking about us anymore. What's the point?
Yeah.
We've not forgotten about you, although all the toy lines have.
All the toy lines have. To be fair, ECW couldn't have done much. Although I would have taken a Dawn Marie over half of what they gave us.
Absolutely. Could have done a Francine. She was in it.
Oh, see? Yeah. That would have been their first figures, right, at the time? Maybe even still.
Yeah. Have they had any?
Dawn Who knows? I don't think so. Jax might have done a random Dawn Marie with a Chuck Palumbo or something.
Sort of think I'd remember that though, or would I? Maybe at the time when I looked at them, who wants that? I don't think I don't think I bought any toys of women.
No. What, wrestling wise, you didn't?
I got Luna Vachon and Sensational Sherry. I got the proper women. Yeah, but other than that,
And then Spawn didn't tackle women in his first 6 figures, but in series 2, there's a really good one coming. So,
that's good.
really cool figure, a lady called Angela.
So if we get to Spawn Series 2 next year, we might come across the first female of a line.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Elizabeth did show her face.
Oh, yeah, of course. What am I thinking? But she was
One.
quite late on, though, so we'll have to put those ones in the bin. Start again. Series 1 of everything.
Yeah.
I think we need a league table of all the Series 1s to see what's the best series. What's the best first series for all these toy lines? I think that would be fun.
Well, I'm currently working on, as I say, I've got a page under construction and it's got some stats at the top. So it's like 16 episodes recorded, 170 figures ranked.
Oh, nice.
1 lady action figure found. That's the third stat. It's not a joke.
Well, I like that. I really like stats.
Yeah, so you've been teasing me with auction wins that I've got no idea what they are.
Oh, yes. So today, local auction. So I just do it online whilst I'm sat at work, not even being a naughty boy going on a toy hunt, just sat there getting paid toy hunting.
Lovely.
Good times. There were some toys to be won. And I decided I'm just going to win these. Like, it doesn't matter how much it costs. No one's going to outbid me because no one's that stupid. No, it'll get to a point, right, where someone's just going to say, I'm not bidding this much money on these rubbish toys.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't say that, so I won. I didn't even spend too much. I spent £50. No.
Okay.
Not a big deal. It's okay.
Did you know exactly what you were buying?
I could see pictures of them. They're a very small picture.
It wasn't like a surprise bin or something.
No, that'd be good though. I'd have paid loads of money for a surprise bin, and then realised it's just a tiny waste paper basket or something.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to have you guess some, but I'm going to show you some first because they're quite random, right?
Okay.
So there's 5 toys in total. I will show you so you get an idea of just what this person was selling. It's a Buzz Lightyear. It's quite small. It's got a karate chop action. I'm not sure what year it's from. I'd look for. I've not probably seen these yet. I just literally picked them up on my way home. You rang me, so I quickly threw them in the car. Then I drove home and I've just got them out.
So I didn't see.
Yes, you didn't see. Well, one of them was making noises and I thought you might hear it.
Okay.
It wasn't a Toy Story one. So I've got a Buzz Lightyear, a Woody, looks like the same toy line. It's pretty rubbish. It doesn't have a year on it, which is the weirdest thing. It's pretty crap.
Okay.
Just me think way.
Solid start.
Yeah, solid start. So those are rubbish. Then this was the one that was making noise. It's a Furby. Still got the tag on from 1998. Okay. So when I went to the auction place, I paid for it. I picked the stuff up to walk out, and he just starts like chatting away. I was like, oh, fuck's sakes. And there's a load of burly men picking up their power tools and stuff like that they bought. There's Marty just grabbing a Furby and some other bits.
Okay.
Oh, no, there we go. Awake again.
And what's going to happen? Is a Furby going to be gifted to one of your children, or?
No. It's from 1998, mate. That'll go into the storage lot with the rest of my Furbies from the same year. Until you feed them after midnight and they become gremlins. I'm surprised they never released a gremlin like this, like a Mogwai that just sort of sang like the gremlin, right? You know, the little tune that the Mogwai sing. You hear that? Fucking no, I can't say that.
Are we 100% sure they didn't release that?
I think they released Furbies that looked the same sort of color as a Mogwai, but can you hear it?
Vaguely.
Vaguely good. That's really loud, isn't it? Shut up. I need to throw that away. Right. There's 2 more toys. I want you to guess what they are.
From the same time period?
It's a little bit earlier.
Oh. It's not more Power Rangers?
No.
Okay.
We have mentioned them on the podcast. We haven't really chatted about them.
Oh, Toys of Ladies.
No, don't be stupid.
Sorry, stupid question. We've mentioned them on the podcast. We haven't really chatted about them.
You can ask some questions. I'm not going to count you this time because I just embarrassed myself with my lack of being able to count to 10 on my fingers. Which I'm not even embarrassed because I don't have all my fingers. I've got all of them. I just can't do it. I can't keep track.
Okay. Are they action figures?
No.
Okay. You didn't land some Boglins, did you?
Fucking landed some Boglins.
I'm good at this.
Oh, that was really good. Okay. Extra points if you can guess. There's 2 of them. Guess their names.
Is it the sort of standard original ones, or is it when they started going into space and zombies and stuff?
Standard original, one bigger one slightly smaller one.
Oh, I just throw some name. King Dwark.
Oh,
is he one?
It's not Dwark, but Dwark is one. I've got Dwark already, actually.
Okay. I won't remember their names.
One of them has got the same name as a WWE wrestler of the 90s.
Oh, Borga.
No. Well done for sounding so confident, though.
I'm good at that.
Oh, you should have said it's definitely Borga.
Oh, Doink.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even remember a Doink.
He's a little one. He's got nice purple eyes.
Okay.
So the box, it's a little box. It's in a little bit creased condition, but generally all right. So yeah, it's my first little one I've got at the minute. I used to have a little one when I was younger and I lost it.
Oh, I didn't even know they did little ones. I know some of the old stuff is quite rare and hard to come by.
Yeah, so big guy now. Do you want to guess the name?
Is it a king something?
No, it's not a king.
Vlob.
No, you're close. Plunk.
Plunk. Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't have got that. Oh, well done, mate.
Again, I mean, the box for this one's in great condition.
I reckon you've won there, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I was looking on eBay and about 80 quid for a plunk.
I bet. Box. Yeah. So if you paid 50 for all of that,
yeah,
absolute result, mate.
Including that Furby that won't shut up.
There you go. It's going to give away all your secrets, that one.
What's going on down there? Have you bought another Furby? No.
Yes.
Furby's almost great.
Okay.
Fuck off. You're constant yelping at me.
So are we ready to look at Ghostbusters?
Is that all we've done this week? It probably is, isn't it? Time flies when you're looking at toys and buying them.
Oh, I've got in some really nice soft pop protectors, Funko pop protectors. But
I won't soft.
I won't bore everyone, but they're very good quality.
Did you say soft pop protectors?
Yeah, like not hard plastic.
What do you mean?
Like soft plastic, like not spongy, like flimsy, I suppose.
I don't think I can picture a flimsy pop protecting box.
But, it's sort of, it comes flat pack, and then it's just to protect the Funkos themselves, right? It's just a plastic.
I think you've gone a really strange way to describe that.
Maybe.
Is it just thin? It's brittle and thin. No, not brittle, is it? Because you can sort of bend it a little bit. I think I know what you mean. Just a pop protector boxes.
I thought they were called soft.
Can you get hard ones? They're just solid cases.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I think I know what you mean. Cheap.
I packaged them with each Funko Pop, so they need to be relatively cheap, but they're very good quality for what they are.
And I guess they do protect your box.
And they protect your rare vaulted.
You do any for Boglin's boxes? Because I might need some.
Oh no, I don't see why they wouldn't make whatever size I wanted though.
Oh, interesting. Get them custom sized. Are these 4 pops, or have you got them made to that size?
I know these ones are 4 pops, but I was looking at basically you weigh up what stuff is worth, right? So you can get the hard plastic ones, which I really want, and you can have like a logo engraved on it.
Oh wow!
On the lid, so I could have like action figure salad on the lid of all these hard pop protectors, but they're costly, right? But the official Funko ones are like 10 quid each if you want to buy them, and they're just to put your pops in.
Yeah,
so
I have trouble with things like protectors because of that. Like they cost as much as a toy.
Especially when they're branded as well. Yeah. So we'll see. I haven't gone the hard route yet. I would love to though, because you see some cool, basically you use like China, right? And you find they'll be doing some innovative stuff, right? So there'll be hard case pop protectors with like magnet connectors, so they stack really nicely, and that's something that the official Funko ones don't do. It's like, oh, that's cool. Like properly stackable ones. But yeah, I haven't invested in that yet.
It's a tricky one, that isn't it?
Well, because they're hard. So these obviously
shipping's
flat pack.
loads, is it?
Yeah, because it takes up a lot of space.
So. Can't even pack them in each other.
That's all I've had arrive this past week. I suppose I've been good. I've been a good boy.
Is this because you've had stuff delivered to all around the world to friends of yours? So you
not this past week, but yeah. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good.
Well done, mate.
Because I got way too excited with Spawn, and I'm still excited, right? I showed you the other day. I was like, look at this green Tremor's really good. I want to get it because all I've got is orange coming down.
Well, the week's over, mate. You can't keep buying. That's it. You've had your chance. It'd be good if that's the thing. We're never allowed to buy one of these toys from these series again after the week's up. And this fucking Furby will not shut up. Can you hear it? It's driving me nuts.
No, I can't hear it.
Good. I'm wondering if this is going to ruin everything.
I don't think so.
I don't know how to turn it off.
If it is audible, people will understand what it is and probably enjoy it. Probably get like messages, be like, "Can you have that Furby on again next week? He was preferable to you two idiots."
Oh fucking hell! It doesn't come with instructions. I don't know how to stop it. There's no off button. Maybe you have to sort of shut its eyes or something. I don't know. I don't want to touch it because I don't want it to keep talking.
Right. Well, we have been looking at the Real Ghostbusters.
Yep, not the Ghostbusters of the Filmation cartoon, the real Ghostbusters.
So this is the 1986 Kenner line?
Yep.
Is that common knowledge? Because I didn't know that there was another Ghostbusters brand out there.
I did as a kid because me and my brother were into Ghostbusters, and we had a VHS that had the other Ghostbusters on it. So when that was Ghostbusters and this was the real Ghostbusters, as children, we worked out what was going on.
Yeah, so Filmation owned the rights to Ghostbusters, so that's why these had to be called the Real Ghostbusters. And I had no idea.
And the film, I was watching a documentary about the films the other day, and they weren't sure if they were allowed to call the film Ghostbusters. So they had to, every scene that they were filming, that they said, like when they did their advert, they were like, call the Ghostbusters. They had to sort of say other things. I can't remember exactly what it was. It'd be like, call the Ghost Bashers and stuff like that. Or Ghost Blasters.
Okay.
Just so every scene they did, they had to do like 3 times with different names because they didn't even know what their backup would be. It'd be it's out of some of these ones, but we want Ghostbusters.
That's madness. It does turn out when you look at all these toy lines like we've been doing, like nothing straightforward. You just take everything for granted. Well, you've got no reason to know, and then obviously, again, no internet. Almost every line, there's some sort of like crazy legal dispute or weird politics or like, it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Have you ever seen the Ghostbusters cartoon then, the old one?
Not really, because I think I was too young. I was saying to
But
you,
you didn't watch it this week or anything?
Oh yeah. I've checked it out now. I checked out
with the
pilot.
monkey and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I thought you.
Oh
were
yeah,
asking...
not the real Ghostbusters. I'm talking about the original Ghostbusters.
No, didn't know it was a thing until.
Yeah, it's got like
today.
an ape in it and stuff. Who's one of the detectives, and they drive a wacky car. The tune's like "Go Go Ghostbusters, Go 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 Go."
Yeah, no idea. No idea this existed.
I think when I was little, me and my brother might have called that the fake Ghostbusters.
Okay.
The real Ghostbusters, and that one was the fake one.
Yeah, because they're even poking fun at that Filmation Ghostbusters in the pilot of the real Ghostbusters.
What were they doing?
Just going on about like bogus alternatives and stuff.
Good.
Just like subtle jabs. Very witty cartoon. I think I was too young for the real Ghostbusters. I really do. I didn't have many.
Because we're the same age, but it's my brother who's 2 years older than me that was into Ghostbusters. So then I was by default, like I think he sort of got to choose what we were into. He did it chose our video games consoles. He obviously chose what cartoons we watched and what films we watched.
Yeah, I had no Darren.
Yeah, you had no. Sorry, mate. No fun trips to Woolworths and no finding out all about these bigger boys' toys.
Lonely trips to Woolworths and didn't know about the real Ghostbusters or Batman until much later.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. I know Darren now. I have a Darren now, right?
We share the same Darren now. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. Loved learning about this, and I didn't think again. This was like how you felt about Spawn. It's like, all right, I'm aware the toys look good. I'm familiar with the fire station playset and the car, so I was like, oh, this is going to be a good one.
You've watched some movies now and that, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, again, so to show how little of a fan was, I wasn't even aware of the timeline. I didn't know that the movie came first.
Yes, yeah.
And then it was the Columbia Pictures wanted to make this cartoon and had to.
See, this is how you do it, though, right? You do a film. You want to release toys, but you think, can't do that about this film because that's for older. This is even for kids, Ghostbusters. But then what they're doing with Demolition Man and Terminator 2, they would, bring out a cartoon. Show us what it's about. Show us something appropriate. No, just fucking sell or not sell toys that are for a movie franchise.
And because of the ongoing legal issues, they weren't allowed to make the characters look anything like the on-screen characters from the film. Ernie Hudson, who played Winston, he wanted to voice the cartoon character and he wasn't allowed.
Oh, that's a shame.
And the guy that did...
Sorry, mate, you can't have that job. That's for somebody else. Why?
Well, I don't know if the deal was that he would have commanded too much. So I watched a documentary about it, and I don't know if he would have cost too much. But they even reduced Winston's role in the cartoon, apparently. So he's not a featured character throughout. He'll say something like funny in the background, but he'll never be the focus and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
How strange.
Yeah, but the person who voiced Winston in the first few series was Arsenio Hall. The guy who had the chat show who had Randy Savage on it and stuff.
Nice. I know the name, yeah.
Bonkers. And it went through so many changes. The cartoon, most of the cast were replaced. There's rumours of So Peter Venkman, who's played by Bill Murray in the movie,
Yep.
very funny role, right? He did great. Peter Venkman was voiced by Lorenzo Music, who voiced Garfield
What Garfield?
in the cartoon.
So I thought Bill Murray did Garfield.
Bill Murray, it comes full circle because Bill Murray did Garfield later on in the movie, right?
I thought he did in the cartoon.
I don't know, but apparently Lorenzo Music did Garfield, and the reports are that Bill Murray didn't like how Peter Venkman was being played, so he made a call to have him replaced.
Okay.
He's a big enough star that if he does make a call to Columbia, they're going to do what he says. And he was replaced by Dave Coulier.
What does he care?
I don't know. So the only one that wasn't replaced appears to be Egon Spengler, who was Maurice LaMarche. Even Janine Melnitz was replaced. She's an interesting one as well. Apparently, she got like more tame as the series went on. Like, so she started with like full of sass and attitude, sex appeal even, and like the network essentially came down on them quite hard to like make her more tame as the series went on. Yeah, weird, all weird stuff. Well worth looking into if you.
I want to watch it all now.
Yeah. So yeah, loads of them.
Comparison from early episodes and later episodes.
Yeah, the guy that wrote it, he had ongoing fights because apparently it features a lot of like adult narratives and they tackle like some serious subjects.
It's a bit grown up because I was trying to show my kids it years ago and I remember just thinking, oh, fucking hell, this is sort of a bit dark for them. Especially like kids nowadays, they are wimps. But I was watching this as a kid, but I was watching the movie as well. And I remember being about 4 years old. And there were certain bits I wasn't allowed to see. So my brother had to put a pillow up in front of my face. It's like when the librarian turns into like the big scary ghost and stuff like that. I wasn't allowed to watch that.
I remember that bit in particular being terrifying where she turns and says, shh.
Yeah.
And that was shit scary.
I was happily allowed to watch the bit where Ray gets a blowjob by a ghost, but not the librarian saying shush.
I'll
go over little Marty's head.
Kids' cartoons were just much better back then. Yeah, Janine Melnitz is the bigger mission from this line, right? As always.
Yep. Can't have a woman in the first series, that's for sure.
The lady who could be here, and she's not. She's not allowed.
I mean, if they're only doing 6, you sort of need ghosts in there, don't you? You can't just have all the office workers.
No, the secretary. But no, she, there's an argument that she's one of the more memorable characters from the movie.
They do make her.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, just not in this series.
7 seasons, 140 episodes, this cartoon as well.
That's a lot, isn't it? When did it run from? You got the dates? Because that'd be interesting. Because when we looked at James Bond Jr., it was 60 something in 2 months.
This was over the span of 5 years, 1986 to 1991.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. It's impressive that it lasted that long because the kids' attention span's pretty short.
Well, it was quite a good cartoon from all.
Yeah, I used to watch it quite a lot, but back then, if you don't catch stuff on TV, you've only got your videotapes.
Yeah.
So you might have 4 episodes on a loop, and that's about it.
Yeah. I missed it all. My cartoons were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Inspector Gadget, from what I remember.
Inspector Gadget was good.
Yeah. There was no proper toy line for that, was there?
I don't think so.
Bet there is. Bet we just don't know about it. It was only sold in Canada or something.
I remember seeing Inspector Gadget toys. I don't know if they're old ones or if they're ones that were done quite a bit later on.
Okay.
Like that sort of nostalgia sort of thing. I'm not too sure. We'll get there one day.
Yeah. Exciting stuff. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a good line. I'm impressed. Considering it's 1986, I would say these figures are really good.
Yeah, they're great. I used to have them. I had loads. Well, they're probably all my brothers, and I just assumed they were mine as well.
You would, mate.
Yeah, excellent. It's a shame because we don't have any vehicles or play sets in this one.
Yeah, that was what you were.
Because, I said to you, if this has got the car and the fire station, this might beat Spawn Series 1.
Maybe. We'll get to that at the end, but
But it doesn't have those things.
Oh, it doesn't. But even if it did,
No.
We'll get to this.
We'll get to this, mate. We'll sort this out.
Yeah. Nothing.
It's missing those 2 big hitters, right? So Spawn came out and he just fucking went for it and gave you everything at the start.
Yeah.
So maybe the other series for that sort of dip off a little bit because you don't have the big fun play sets and things.
Oh, fuck it. We'll talk about it now then. So not only is it missing the car and the awesome fire station headquarters, I would say it's lacking villains. And if I'm a kid...
Oh, no, you say that. Every Ghostbuster comes with a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a small one, though. Did you
They're still scary ghosts. Do you mean it's a small one?
I suppose you're right. No matter how big, if there was a tiny little goblin-like ghost in my house.
Do you not remember years ago? Like we were at my girlfriend's house when she lived with her mum, and there was a mouse, and me and you just jumped straight up on the seats, like screaming, like, "Oh fucking hell, that's a mouse! This is a ghost. This is fucking living dead.
I,
Terrifying tiny ghost."
I still think I would want more villains, and I can see why the rest of the line was villain heavy.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, and they were great as well. In the
Yeah. Brilliant. But as a series one, I think I want more villains. But that's a small.
They're just getting their business up and running, mate. They don't even have a fire station or a car.
Or a
What
secretary.
do you want them to do? Or a secretary had to take their bookings.
They have to take their own calls. And the car only fits 3 of them. One of them has to run behind.
Oh God, who's that going to be?
Probably best if it's Ray.
Yeah.
He needs to lose some weight. But great line. The figures look good. I've never had any in hand. I love the proton packs.
The ones that come with the figures?
Yes.
Yes.
I like the stringy
Beam.
The ray.
Yeah. I think you sort of push it in and out and twist it as well.
You can twist it, and it's that's cool. That's a cool feature. And as I say, for 86, this is amongst the earliest stuff we've seen. It does look really good. Kenner have done a good job here.
Yeah, all the Ghostbusters come with a villain
They,
in the form of a ghost that you can shoot with your twisty beam.
Despite my complaints, they do all come with a villain. That's true.
Got more villains than you have anything else in this. I don't know what you're on about, mate.
I think I want something more imposing to cause them a problem. There's a whole gang of them. There's 5 of them in total, right?
But it's the start. They're only just learning about ghosts. They're probably really scared by the little ones. It's fine. When they get used to them and they get a secretary to take their bookings, then they can go find the bigger ghosts.
That's fair. Okay. I am happy to understand that they've probably just realised ghosts are real, and even these tiny ones are terrifying.
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm on board with this now. Sorry.
Okay, good. No, I sometimes just have to explain to you how to play.
Yeah. You know, it's because I've grown up.
Yeah, you're too busy ranking. You just sometimes have to sit down and just play with yourself.
Yeah. Quit ranking and play with yourself. Okay, good. All right. Well, let's rank these then. Should we?
Yes.
Is there any more to say?
There probably will be. It's fine. We can squeeze words in anywhere, mate.
Look, you can go and watch videos where people tell you all about it in a much more boring manner. We're here to giggle.
Can I say, it isn't in this line, but me and my brother had toy proton packs when we were young. So it was the ones you actually wear, and they came with little guns, and we had like we had the, what's it called? The pack that you slide on the floor and use the trap, the ghost trap is what it's called. You slide it on the floor, you put your foot on it, it opens up.
Did you catch any?
I don't remember, probably. And I probably just sort of blanked it from my mind. We lived in quite a scary house when we were little. And yes, we had those. We had this gun that projects ghosts onto the wall, just like a little sort of light that sort of shines a picture of like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or whatever. So they had good fun bits like that as well.
Oh, okay.
Not officially any of these toy lines I'm talking about now.
No, although I think I have seen one of these backing cards for the figures, and it does show you the proton pack, maybe.
I think it's got a picture of the gun that shines the ghost on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the older ones have it. I've got some of these newer ones in front of me that were released by Hasbro a few years ago that look just like the old ones. The back of the box does not have that.
That sort of cements how good these figures looked, that Hasbro just re-released them pretty much as is.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen very often, right?
Not often, only with good lines.
Yeah.
So Masters of the Universe, Turtles had it happen.
Masters of the Universe haven't quite done it because they've changed the articulation and everything.
Oh, have they? Are there none that are exactly the same?
It's not. No, not at all. Because the old ones like the Remcos, right? The Remco AWA wrestling figures. And these ones are more like Mattel figures if they're done a bit like Remco or something, but the legs are completely different. They're still muscly, but there's so much articulation, but they don't have the working actions and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, they didn't do it. Turtles did. Loads of the Turtles are the same. They did a whole line now that is just like vintage ones. It might be the same molds, to be honest.
One of the biggest changes on the Hasbro re-releases appears to be how the proton packs sit on the backs. of the figures.
See, that's interesting.
Some little notches that keep them better positioned upright.
It'd be good to see them compare them because I've got some of the old ones. I must have like one proton pack or something because I bought a big load recently. Might have been late last year or something, but I haven't really gone through and looked.
I believe the old ones may have spun round a little bit, not spun round, but like
Just moved about.
Didn't maintain the position.
But it looks like they do just clip in. I'm looking at this new one now. It doesn't look like there's a strap or anything for it.
I really like how these figures look. I do wish they had their coloured collars. You can see it on the box art.
Yeah, which is a shame because like the color is the same as like the straps they have on and stuff anyway. So
yeah, it's 86. It's forgivable, and they still look they do look really nice. It is very impressive what's going on here. But if we're gonna have a rank then and order them worst to best, this is one of the lines where we're like, everything here's pretty good. There's nothing here that I'm like, oh, this is shit, which is nice. It's always nice for entertainment purposes. I think it's always best when we're like outraged by something.
we can't be outraged every week though. We'll just be horrible, miserable people, right?
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah,
you've got to
yeah,
look
yeah.
at stuff and go, oh, that was really nice.
No, well, it's important to keep it honest, right? So yeah, we've picked this line and it's a good line. In sixth place, I've got Peter Venkman.
Okay.
His bright green eyes bother me.
Do you think it's shit?
Oh, fucking rubbish. No. That's it. That's just, yeah. Of all of them, yeah,
that's fair. I quite like this toy, but yeah, he does have really green eyes.
And that's it, right? So if you're looking at them and trying to order them, you're like, okay, which bit stands out? And that bit stands out. That's it. It's a good figure. They've done a good job, especially in 86. It's interesting to try and assess motivations of companies because you would have understood a mentality of making them all the same molds, right? But they're all completely different, which is great. Yeah. And they're all, drastically different physiques as well. And it's lovely. So yeah, Peter Venkman, which is a shame because he's, I think he's everyone's favourite.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah,
but just Lorenzo Music, he had a much funnier, cool version of Peter Venkman in the cartoon, and they just made him a bit more of an oaf towards the end.
I really need to see some of these.
It's so. I had no idea. As I say, I had no idea about any of this, and I was like, I best do some research. I best do some homework.
I do remember him being a bit of an oaf. So a bit sort of dumb and stuff. Yeah.
Early on, he was quite wisecracking and funny.
I need to watch these. They're all on YouTube as well. I think I've got like 2 box sets of DVDs. Like they're the same, like Volume 1 or whatever it is.
I suppose we've come across this, and we're gonna come across this where the person behind the art has a vision for it, and then huge corporations get their greedy little mitts on it and decide they know best, right? And we've seen it. We saw of Last Action Hero. It was a similar story there, where the people that wrote it was taken away from them, and handed to Hollywood writers. We will see it with the Spawn movie when we look at that. It was sort of handed to Hollywood and taken away from Todd in a way. And it seems like the Real Ghostbusters was an ongoing fight with the creators trying to keep it intelligent and sort of dark and have all these themes, and then the bigger companies being like, no, this needs to be more kid friendly. Let's sell some toys. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of battle, the sort of corporate.
And corporate's always going to win, which is annoying because they're the ones funding it and making it happen. So,
from what I understand, as the series goes on, it's sort of pillaged of the things that made it so great at the start. So yeah, I'm keen to watch more. I haven't seen much. So Peter Venkman, interesting history in the actual Real Ghostbusters, and he is sixth here because of his eyes. And up next,
you've got a nitpick, I guess.
Right, you have to, right?
Yeah.
Although, speaking of nitpicking, right? Although I do really like his ghost.
Good.
He's got the grab ghost, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, grab a ghost.
Yeah. So, as far as those little ghosts go, I think that one's my favourite. So let's rank the little ghost villains.
Just to quickly smash the order of them.
So sadly, I was looking at it being like, can I put him in last one? I do like his ghost.
I mean, it does come in the same box, mate. So
right, exactly. No. It's a small series. Up next, I've got.
I don't think you put enough thought into this. Let's go back to this next week. That's all, folks.
Too much thought, mate. I've got. Oh, do you know what I do like about the Real Ghostbusters as well? And it works well for a toy line / a cartoon. that the overalls were all different colours. Love it. I love that little detail.
Yeah, good. I haven't even really paid attention to that.
No, well, obviously the film they were all in like
All the
beige.
same brownie sort of color. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Adds some character to all these guys. Thought I'd note that. Winston Zeddemore is up next.
Yep.
Good toy.
Do you not like his ghost?
Don't,
It's
yeah,
the worst ghost, I think. He's got a bit of a beak.
don't like his ghost, and I thought facially, I prefer Ray and Egon.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Egon, I will get to him after.
Egon's a tough one, right?
Yeah, because it looks nothing like him from the film, but looks exactly like him from the cartoon.
And I really like how he looks in the cartoon.
That's fine.
I really like Egon. I really like the character design. I will spoil this now. I nearly had him first.
Oh, okay.
I very nearly had Egon first, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Whilst we were talking just before I hit record, I switched it. Right, Winston. Yeah, they've all got different coloured beams as well.
Yes, that's good.
Yes, nice little additions. Is that specific to the toys, or did that happen in the cartoon as well? Did they all have?
I
their
can't
own
remember them being coloured in the cartoon, the beams. I thought they were just standard, but
a standard blast of light.
yeah.
That was, I reckon that's right.
When I was a kid, I remember when me and my brother would go to the toilet, we'd have to go for a wee. We'd go at the same time so we could cross the streams.
Good.
Yeah, just a bit of life.
Was
Just a
it-
couple of boys crossing the streams, only pissed, playing Ghostbusters with their winkies.
Was it the same colour?
We both had bright yellow. Really unhealthy. I don't fucking know.
Could have switched it up a bit.
It'd be questionable now, right? Now we're men and we either drink nothing or poison
Yeah, my mate followed me. One of my colleagues,
into the toilet.
well, at my previous job, I think we were having a few drinks on the bar. We had a bar on the roof, and I needed a toilet. He just followed me in, and we crossed the stream. That was only like a few years back.
Wowzers, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think I was just howling with laughter at how stupid it was.
Good story.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it still happens. People are still doing it. Yeah, me and my brother started a trendsetters.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
I don't think we were playing Ghostbusters. I think we were just
No, you probably waged didn't realise.
trying to capture a ghost. Leave us alone.
You look a bit like Vigor from Ghostbusters 2.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, maybe that's what he was thinking. Maybe he was going to piss all over your face.
Right, so different coloured ghosts with all these different coloured beams works so well with toys. I love it. I love that. Different coloured overalls as well. Perfect. This is all great. This is all excellent.
No laziness at all.
No.
Because it's very lazy. It'd be very easy to do them all the same colour, like the beams. I mean, that's quite a detail, isn't it, really?
Yeah, this is 86 is probably aren't too many. In the grand scheme of things, there probably haven't been too many toy lines released. So they're probably still under the assumption that they have to make a fair bit of effort in order to sell stuff.
What was around this sort of time?
Well, Kenner had done Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars, but like Master Universe was maximum effort as well, wasn't it? I mean,
86.
yeah, a lot of effort. It probably wasn't until like the early to mid 90s where the effort started drastically plummeting.
Yeah. 86 Star Wars would have been not as hot a seller as well.
When did the Star Wars toys come out?
I reckon there would have been a break. They were
In the
early.
70s, yeah.
Probably ran their course and picked up again when they started doing the new ones.
Yeah, showing them a lot on scale.
Yes, that's interesting, isn't it? They made the Ghostbusters bigger than the Star Wars figures.
Yeah, same sort of articulation.
Yeah.
Just arms and legs. Yeah, I prefer this size. It's better size.
The Ghostbusters size?
I always thought Star Wars were a bit small.
Agreed. So, yeah, Peter Venkman, 6th. Winston Zeddemore, 5th. Ray Stantz, 4th. I really like Ray.
Yeah.
Nice plump guy.
Tubby little ginger.
Yeah, good figure.
I like his ghost. I remember that from my childhood. It was wraparound tail.
Is that the yellow one?
No, it's the sort of reddish colour rapper ghost.
Okay.
So obviously spitting Vanilla Ice and Run DMC lyrics.
Yeah, the lady's favourite, that
Yeah.
one. No, really good. More of the same. All these Ghostbusters all sort of in the same. Obviously, the articulation is all the same here. They do all the same thing. They are all in the same outfit, barring the colours.
And the style of it, you know, like his is fatter because he's fatter.
Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah.
said before, they're all different molds.
Yeah, there's not much difference in what's going on overall, I suppose, here.
Ghostbusters, right? They've got a team uniform. So.
They've got a team uniform. As I say, they did well to change the colours, but yeah, good. Just, I feel like there's not much to say about these. So We're just rifling through them. And then I do have up next in third Egon Spengler.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go somewhere else because you said before you might put him first. So I was like, oh, is he going to mix this up a bit?
No, I decided in the end, I think I got a glimpse of his face. And as much as I like the character design here, I do really like it. Tall, thin, cool
I like
blonde
the way
hair.
they've sort of made him a bit nerdy by making his clothes a bit tighter fitting than like the rest of them, who have a bit
Oh,
of bag on their trousers.
okay, that's a nice
His
detail.
just makes him look lanky and thin with tight, nerdy clothes. And his backpack sits a bit higher as well.
Egon Spengler is one of the only figures I had when I was younger, but not from this series. It was like he looked like he was in some sort of orange and white spacesuit.
Yeah, white one. I think he might have gone on like a helicopter or something like that.
Don't remember.
They did a bunch in away kits and like ones you could sort of squeeze their legs and their heads would go bah, and their eyes would pop out and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, it was some sort of away kit, but he was the only one I had Ghostbuster wise. And even now on my shop, it's the only Ghostbuster I've got is like Matty Collector Courtroom Egon, I think.
All right. I've not
Yeah.
seen this.
Ah,
What sort of is it like a modern?
Matty Collector is Mattel. It used to be a Mattel. I suppose it was Mattel Creations before Mattel Creations, and they did their
Right.
sort of exclusive figures there. And yeah, and I've got a few of them.
Right, I might check that out after this on actionfigureseller.com.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the cartoon though. It doesn't look like this cartoon. I think it's from a cartoon, but a much more recent one.
Right.
Yeah, Courtroom Egon. I'll send you a link. But yeah, that's the four Ghostbusters all in a row. As much as I was gonna pick Egon higher, it's hard to look past the ghosts that are in the line for me. Would you agree with that statement? Or
Do you mean ghosts as in Marshmallow Man and Slimer?
yeah,
Yes. Sorry, I thought you meant it's hard to look past the little ghosts like the rapper.
they are both ghosts, aren't they?
I don't think Marshmallow Man's a ghost.
No.
No, he's a Marshmallow Man.
Oh, why are
Like,
they busting him?
because he shouldn't be there.
Oh
He's made
wow.
a marshmallow, like in the film, he gets blown up, doesn't he? And then it's just marshmallows everywhere.
Okay.
I did see somewhere earlier when we were looking at the figures on the website that they refer to him as a ghost, but he's not a fucking ghost.
I mean, well, I don't want them causing him any harm. Then they should focus on ghosts.
I think the problem is, like in the movie, he was ginormous and he was destroying things.
Someone else's job, surely.
Well, they got involved. They're the ones who blew him up and he had marshmallow everywhere.
I don't
Like
know
that
if
would have been fucking delicious. Could you imagine just being covered in like so much marshmallow fluff?
Didn't one toy company release him slightly burned and cooked?
Ooh, that sounds familiar. Quite recently.
Yeah,
Like, I say quite recently, it might have been 10 years ago. That does ring a bell.
I can picture that. Anyway,
I
so
would
yeah,
like it if they released one, a bit like it was an Easter egg and you sort of crack it open that's filled with marshmallow fluff.
okay,
Like, that'd be good. Yeah,
okay.
sort of want to eat it now. I sort of want to play with the toys and get a big thing, get a tub of marshmallow fluff and just fling it around. I'll get in so much trouble.
Didn't slime? Couldn't you get pots of slime with the slime, or was that later on?
Later on, yeah, they went in the fire station. You put them in the top of the roof and it oozed down.
That must have been such a headache for
I've,
parents.
I've got some photos of that on my Jersey Retro Toy Hunter page a little while ago. It was Toy of the Week.
What, with the fire station headquarters covered in slime?
Yeah, I had to buy a tub of slime, a new tub of slime from town. So modern slime, because the Ghostbusters one is really expensive, and I'm pretty sure ours went moldy, like after a while, and maybe solid. But I still remember the way it smells. But yeah, I just used regular slime, and it was a fucking mission to clean it all up.
Oh, that would be my assumption. That would be my assumption.
Yeah, okay, so it goes fucking everywhere. It's like annoyingly, the best way to clean slime up is by using slime. It sort of sticks to itself, but
Okay.
yeah, no, yeah, you have to wait till it goes crispy as well in the end. There'll be like little bits still around. You just have to flick it off when it goes hard.
Oh, so you haven't done it again?
No, but
Yeah.
I've done it a few times in my adult life, like with children and for photos.
Okay. I need to check out these photos. I've probably
Oh, you
seen
can
them.
do.
Okay. Well, so in second place, I've got Slimer. Amazing toy. A different time because he just doesn't stand up, does he?
No, and it's a pain in the ass because I remember wanting to display him. It's probably about 20 years ago. Like I got him out of the loft and I just couldn't really do anything about him. I think his tail separates like when he's in the packaging. so he can be in the packet, I think.
Well, his tail
So-
spins as well, doesn't it? That's one of his.
It's sort of, okay, it comes off, so it twists, right? So I think I took that off and I sort of glued him to the wall or something like that.
That's clever.
Yeah. He came with a rubber watermelon pizza and a steak, and I definitely look at these and remember what they taste like.
Okay.
Rubbery, mate. They do not taste like the food, but I must have put those in my mouth a lot because I can still sort of remember how they taste and feel.
Oh, this action figure comes with free food. Excellent. Yeah, I like. There's a part of me that understands the frustration of not being able to stand him, but also appreciates the fact that it is a toy. And they weren't thinking about idiots putting these on their shelves.
That's right? Toys weren't for display at
Yeah.
all. Like no kids doing that. Let's fucking chuck it in a toy box.
Magical in a way.
I guess you could hold it by the tail and spin around or whatever you want to do.
And I asked you, we talk about the re-releases from Hasbro, and I was like, is there a sort of stand in there for him? And you said no.
No, of course, there's not a stand in there. They made them excellently like the past.
I really like that. I
Yeah,
really
you
like
just
that.
can't do anything. You can't even sort of wrap a bit of string around him or anything and tie him to the ceiling. I mean, you
No.
could, but it'd be daft.
And he's a decent size compared
He's
to them.
big. He's bigger than the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, this is great. Big fan of. Do you agree Slimer's better than the Ghost? If you were going to.
Yeah, I think so. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. It does. As I say, I'm going to have to get something. I don't know what I'll get from this line. I'll have to get something.
Get a tub of marshmallow fluff.
I might, if we can track down what that burned Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man is, I might sort that. Even though it's from whatever line it's from.
Yeah, that's something completely different.
I might just enjoy my courtroom Egon.
There we go.
Yeah, so Slimer looks great. Comes with nice food. Excellent looking toy. Every week I'm banging on about the year that the toys were made and stuff. And it's 86. This is a good looking toy.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
And then following suit as a good looking toy in first place, I've got the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
It's excellent.
Beautiful.
You could argue that it's a bit small, but I think it looks so good. I don't care that it's a bit small.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree
So
with
it
all
is
of
still
that.
bigger than the Ghostbusters, but not by lots. It'd be like if a man wore a big chunky suit.
Yeah. What's the articulation here?
His arms spin a little bit.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, and he's quite squeezy.
Okay.
So he feels fluffy. Not
And
fluffy, but like airy and
He stands okay.
stands brilliantly, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I really like this. Yeah, so Egon nearly beat the ghosts. I'm still calling him a ghost.
Yeah, it's fine. We know what you mean.
Yeah, Egon nearly beat these because I like how Egon looks a lot, but can't. It's not.
I think as great looking toys, but everything aside, these are way better.
Yeah.
Marshmallow Man and Slimer.
Yeah, agreed.
Hall of Fame worthy, perhaps.
Oh,
Gonna throw it out there.
that's interesting.
Yeah, they're very, very good.
I'm really looking forward to the Hall of Fame episode.
Christmas special.
Not the looking at the WWE Hall of Fame in real time, our Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Who goes in?
Yeah, the important questions.
Yeah, good. Could you imagine if they did a Marshmallow Man that did scale up so it was as big as the fire station?
That would be great.
It would be, right? I'd really like that. I think sort of thing nowadays that you wouldn't really surprise you because I remember seeing in shops like massive Darth Vader toys that are like 3 foot high and stuff. Like, why couldn't you do a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
I was just about to say that's the type of thing that HasLab would do, which is their sort of Kickstarter. And I can imagine them offering, because they've done.
I would probably jump on that, I reckon.
Literally, HasLab have done Galactus, the Marvel character, because he's a giant to scale with their. Oh, fucking, we're talking.
A couple of
It's
feet.
like the size of a baby, like a child, a toddler.
These are very different things.
Well, as I'm
You've
remembering it's
described
growing.
anything that is from about 30 centimeters to about 3 foot.
I think I've seen people posing them in baby seats for cars.
Okay, yeah, that's quite large.
Yeah. And they came, because it was backed so strongly, it came with all sorts of extras. That's one of those I'm like, oh man, I should have backed it. It looks great. So yeah, I could imagine them doing this. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, the size of the.
Especially after this podcast, right? And they listen to this, they would like, fucking hell, guys, we should.
That's true. Did
Yeah.
they redo the fire station then?
I don't think so. As far as I'm aware, they just did this series of figures.
Oh,
That's all I've ever seen anyway. I picked them up dead cheap as well in Big Bad Toy Store a couple of years ago. I think it was like $30, and that was including shipping. It was like in a weird sale.
That's madness.
Yeah.
If we were going to rank the entire series against other series, where's this going?
Yeah, so I think we chatted off air. We might have mentioned it last week, but I don't think we went into detail. I think we should go look at series one of things. So some things are one and done. So Demolition Man is just a series one, right? The last section here is just a series one. LJN, we ranked that really highly based on how many series we looked at and how big it all was. I think if you just take the series one, that's what we're going to have to do.
Oh, hold on. So are we eradicating? You can still listen to the other episodes, but don't retain that information. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I think we need to sort of redo our list, to be honest.
Well, that's it, right? Surely we redo our list and we see where series 2 of LJN goes and where series 3 of LJN goes.
Or we just do all the series ones, then you do another when we start looking at series 2 of all these other toy lines, we sort of do a series 2 league, perhaps, and then an overall league once we go through everything, or as we go through everything. So LJN at the minute would still be top of the. We've looked at an entire series. This is still top. Glue would be. What did we put that? Maybe third even because we got James Bond Jr. in there as well.
Yeah,
that
James
sort
Bond
of thing.
Jr. was good.
I would say as a jump in, this is better than James Bond Jr.
Wow. See, I'm not sure.
You're not sure? There's not fucking loads of one guy, mate. You've got 4 different Ghostbusters. Got a couple of good ghosts. You've got mini ghosts.
But we had more figures than James Bond Jr. We had like
there was
13.
a vehicle.
There was 2 vehicles, 2 really good vehicles.
Well preferred Ghostbusters.
Sorry, there are 3 really good vehicles in James Bond Jr.
Okay, that does make a difference actually, because I want to look at it as a whole.
Right?
Hmm.
It's not that straightforward.
And did series 1 of Galoob, did that have the ring and the cage as well?
Galoob, yeah. LJN only had the ring.
Yes, but was that series 1? That was series 2, the ring, no?
No, series 2 was the cage, right?
Oh, okay. I thought the ring and cage came as well.
Do you remember LJN series 1? There were like 5 figures released at the start, and then they added a few more to them with the cage, with the ring.
With the ring, okay, and then the cage and the ring came out after.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is tough, yeah, because I'm biased towards this because I've had them in my life pretty much my entire life, so I enjoy them a lot, get a lot of nostalgia from it. But realistically, I said to you, I think this might beat Spawn if it has the fire station and the car in series 1.
I'm not even sure if that's true.
Well, that's what I think, but it's not, so it's irrelevant, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose when you look at it, it's just 4 guys and 2.
You're almost, when you look at the Ecto 1 and the fire station, you're looking at sort of how iconic those things are instead of how good they are as toys, I think, or how serviceable they are, I think. Because if you're putting playset versus playset, it is irrelevant right now, but if you're going playset versus playset, I reckon Spawn Alley wins.
You might be right.
Right.
The firehouse is good though. You can drop slime from the top of it and it goes all the way to the bottom.
From the outside, it looks cool as fuck as well.
And it's got a pole and some scary pictures on the inside.
It does look cool.
It's got your big red tank thing that you've got all the ghosts in. I think the little ghosts fit in it as well.
It does look cool. And then car versus car, I'm not sure.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Not in there. Maybe it doesn't. Those Ghostbusters series might beat Spawn series 2 and 3. Who knows?
Oh, very possible.
So Ghostbusters that has the fire station might be top of that series league table, but we're not there. So you don't think it beats James Bond Jr.?
It's not that I don't think it does. It's just I don't know if it's that simple that I think that's questionable.
And I did like James Bond Jr.
Would I prefer this to?
Suppose I'm looking at James Bond now. Like I've got a figure just over there, and I've got a Peter Venkman here. It might actually be better figure-wise, the James Bond Jr. ones.
Tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the brands, the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's hard.
But realistically, if you look at it as figures, I think they might be better. Oh, bugger bum.
But so if you had this whole line versus having the whole of WCW Galoob Series 1.
Do you mean whole line or do you mean the series?
Sorry, this series. If you look at this whole series versus the whole WCW Galoob Series 1.
Well, if Galoob Series 1 is Ring and Cage, it's got a fucking load of figures as well. so this might be worse.
The figures are interesting with Galoob because there's no articulation at all.
There isn't, but I do like them. It's getting hard now, isn't it?
It is. It is.
This is better than the Batmans.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the Toy Biz, and then it's definitely yes. Agreed.
Um, This is hard. Why is it so hard? It doesn't even fucking matter, does it?
But it does. That's the thing. That's what we're here for. To get the answers.
Like, we put it in the wrong place. I'm gonna get a phone call from Darren, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
No, we don't want to mess this up.
Give me my Ghostbusters back.
We're at a point now where we do need a visual list as well. Yeah. Even for us to look at right now.
Yeah.
But for the people to...
In my head, it's fairly good. See, this is where it gets a bit confusing about this, because Galoob has 2 series put together.
Yeah.
And because LGN has, 7, 8 series put together.
Yeah, 6, I think.
Yeah, let's call it 8.
But some of them were big.
Yeah.
Some of them were really big.
Some were like 14 guys, weren't they? And that in itself is really impressive.
This is where I was saying, like, I don't know if I agree with they're doing all of Series 1 as a league, all of Series 2 as a league, because I like the idea of we look at them, we can look at Series 1, but this is where it gets good, because when you add the next series, where does that now put the entire line? Because the car, like you say,
but I'm still saying you can have that as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have that. We're gonna.
Yeah, I sort of want both. I want to sort of determine these individual series. Against like, if you look at every first series that's been released of a toy line and find out which one's the best, that's quite an impressive thing.
Yeah. Do you know what else? Can I throw an extra?
Yeah.
A ongoing top 5 figures.
Oh, that'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Just figures.
That could bounce around from anywhere.
Yeah. Anyone could pop into that.
That's sort of what the Hall of Fame will be, right? At the end of the...
I suppose so. Yeah. That's right.
Sort of becomes that's that, right. Yeah. So we are going to hit these things.
So we're hovering around Galoob and James Bond Jr. I think James Bond Jr. is better. I've got Jaws and Odd Job, and they probably are just as good as Slimer and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, essentially. And then you're looking at the 4 Ghostbusters versus the rest of the line from James Bond Jr.
I think Slimer and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man are better than any James Bond Jr. figure. Quite easily, I think. But vehicles and more figures... And the figures do, like the James Bond Jr. does look better than a Peter Venkman.
Yeah. Okay.
So it goes by the whole, right? So, yeah. Just below James Bond Jr., above Galoob's.
You're going above Galoob.
I fucking like Galoob's, though.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is.
That, even Sid in black.
To me, it's the cage and the ring. The cage and the ring. Fucking love it. Good play set. This doesn't have a play set.
Do you know what? I really like these. I think I would have more fun with Tom fucking Zenk and the gang.
Yeah, you could be right. Oh, you stick it where you need to then, because I'm just looking at it still with my I've had these all my life phase.
Well, all right, let's put it below WCW Galoob Series 1, but with the caveat that as a whole, Ghostbusters is one of the ones that is gonna get stronger, because it is. It
yes,
does.
Ghostbusters will be a top 5 overall easy.
Yeah, those a lot of what I think. There's even the Monsters one with like a Dracula, and they look like cool figures too, the Ghostbusters wise.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a solid start. I wanted more ghosts. I wanted more villains.
I think you've got enough. You greedy twat. You got 6.
All right.
You get a free villain with every Ghostbuster.
Right. Okay. That's the important stuff done. That's the important stuff sorted. So all that remains is the standard question, right? Your older brother Darren.
What's he up to?
So he's really gotten into Ghostbusters.
And I think he's really upset of where you put them overall, but carry on.
Well, he loves Ghostbusters, right? He's even got you excited. And he knows the toy line's coming out. So for his trip to Woolworths on Saturday with his younger brother Marty and Mummy.
I can't believe I've just realised these are his trips and I'm just there. Oh, no.
You're not the main character, mate.
That's so real.
There are listeners who contact me and they almost imply that Darren's the main character.
Good.
For this whole podcast. So, yeah, for his trip to Woolworths on Saturday, he wants to go dressed as... Because you know who his favourite characters are from Ghostbusters? They're the ghosts, right? So he wants to go dressed as a ghost.
He did actually dress up as a ghost one Halloween. It was like a white sheet he wore, a bit like a clan member. but also had the Ghostbusters logo massively drawn onto the belly of it.
See, this isn't all fictional. I know Darren, and I reckon he prefers the ghosts to anyone else. He probably
Might be right.
respects Egon and everything he's achieved.
He is very much an Egon sort of person, yeah.
Yeah. But I reckon he loves the ghosts, right? So he wants to go to Woolworths dressed as a ghost and scare some of the little sales assistant who are there working at the weekend, right? All harmless, right? All innocent. He wants to do a really good job, right, of being a ghost.
Yeah, sounds right.
But in the week, he overheard your mum say, "Oh, those ghosts, they really put the willies up me." Right? Darren's got Darren's got confused, right? And I'm not going to go into detail, but he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. So your mum's like, "Bloody hell, man!" Channel News on. Darren's committed his biggest crime.
So the willies up there.
At Woolworths. You can imagine your mum saying that, right? So bloody hell, man, we need to get out of here. Darren might be grounded for a week. The whole of the Kenner 1986 Real Ghostbusters line is here in Woolworths. Pick one toy. We need to get out of here.
I'm just picking a Marshmallow Man and let's go.
It's got dark. My fault.
This is like the Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Yeah, the adult themes. He's young, impressionable. He didn't know what it meant.
It's innocent, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Until proven guilty anyway.
Meant no harm.
Fucking hell, Darren.
Ah, there you go. Good.
Yeah, no. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's the best one.
I'll get the Slimer then. Darren.
He'll probably get really excited when he hears the sirens as well, because he'll think it's the Ghostbusters coming.
I've done a good job of being a ghost.
Look, Mummy.
Good. All right. What are we doing next week? Oh, next week we're sticking with Kenner, right? With Terminator 2, finally.
Yep.
We've been promising that.
I like the Terminator 2s.
Yes. No, spoiler, no woman. No woman.
So if that's what you're tuning in for, you don't need to bother now.
No.
But still do.
But there were no important women in the Terminator 2 film, were there?
Fuck out of here. They fucking hell. Basically the main character, isn't it?
Bonkers, right? Bonkers. Yeah, it's not our fault. We're just reporting the facts.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I can't wait. Maybe that's the end goal, right? Maybe me and you will create a line of really cool female toys.
Are they all going to be like Barbies where you brush their hair?
No, like some badass cool thing. No one will buy them, obviously. But we would have done our bit.
We would have tried.
Yeah. No. All right. Well, that's lovely. Yeah. Sorry about the Darren. He'll be back next week. It's all fine.
He's always there again.
Yeah.
Always in Woolworths, causing havoc.
Your mum needs to watch what she says around him.
She always asks as well. Like me and my dad chat about these, and he sort of mentioned stuff. My mum was like, "Does that actually happen?" It's like, what?
Oh, we should maybe one day. You know the way Callum's made all of his outros into a listenable album.
We can make mini podcasts where it's just Darren's. It's like 30-second hits.
Just clip all the Darren bits into one whole album.
Yeah. If we can go to Woolworths and get the camera footage as well, that'd be quite good for a video.
Oh, that'd be really good. I'm working on a Darren T-shirt as well. He might need to contact me. I need his permission if I to use his likeness, I assume.
This is just a plain black T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Let's get a Darren T-shirt, just plain black.
Yeah, that'll be a variant.
I'm fucking well up for that if you do.
Release that as a variant. Okay, that's very good. All right. Well, on that note, we'll talk to you all next week.
We can hear our voices next week, and we'll feel your ears.
Oh, there you go.
With our tongues.
Yeah. No. Thanks, everyone. Oh, wait there. Oh, fucking hell! It is recording. I was going to say, is that? Am I not recording? Oh, it's hot. This is going to get worse as the months go on, and we're just drenched in sweat, not knowing what's going on.
I think the heat's sort of maxed out here. It's got to like 30 degrees already
Oh,
some days. That's sort of it. It doesn't really go much higher than that.
I know it's one of those where there's the temperature, and then they tell you what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets hot here, like real hot.
Yeah.
Unbearable. I can sort of put on as much weight as I want through the winter months, because in the summer it's just gonna pour out of me, all the fat.
Ooze out.
Yeah.
Just melts.
Yeah.
Just got like hearing what's that sizzling? It's just your insides, like just the fat.
No, I lost loads of weight last year just being here, because you have to do stuff.
It's quite good.
Yeah, I expect the same this year. So yeah, all right. Well, speak to you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I met the devil at the crossroads. I tried to pass him by, but he had truckloads of toys for sale, so I stopped by to say hi. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, boy, let's you and me make a deal. I'll trade you all these toys for your soul and eternity in hell, son. How does that feel?